Hey there, it's Waste Potential 616 back again with some more comic reviews. Let's get started with Batman 700. This is a really good issue. Grant Morrison doing another good job with his Batman work. He's doing Batman and Robin, which I regularly get, and Return of Bruce Wayne. I picked this up as an anniversary issue, and I think I'm correct in thinking that Grant Morrison is actually taking over Batman. So this is kind of a precursor to that. And if you're reading Batman and Robin, you need to. Well, you don't need to, but you should pick this up as well. But yeah, it's a cool story. It's kind of broken up into 3 bits: the past, future, and present. A different character in the role of Batman, Bruce Wayne, Dick Grayson, Damian in the future, in the future issue. And it's kind of 3 different stories, but they're connected through. Basically, it's kind of Grant Morrison complicated. It's calling it a maybe machine, sort of, it's kind of making it a little bit more complicated. It's basically a time machine. But it's cool. It's put together nicely. Has a little bit of that Grant Morrison weirdness, but not too much. The artwork's brilliant in this. It's Tony Daniel is the first part. It's a great job. Frank Quitely, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but yeah, he does the second part. He doesn't manage to finish, so they have to get Scott Collins to do it, which is a shame really, because it kind of breaks the flow of it. I know there's sort of a different artist for each story, so you could argue that breaks the flow, but it doesn't, because it's different eras. That kind of helps adds to the story, having different artists for each time period. But it's a shame there, but it's still good, and Andy Cuba does a brilliant job, and it's cool because it's a return to that Damian version of Batman who appeared in Batman 666, and I really like the character design, and just to see how his different methods of being Batman. For instance, these sort of monster Joker guys come up to me. He just uses satellites to destroy, blow them up. So it's quite cool. I'm not describing it that well, but there's cool character design. It's like this kind of weird Two-Face character where it's like a separate face coming out. Just weird Joker baby, and just lots of it's a nice little, as I say, a bit of Grant Morrison weirdness, time travel. And yeah, it's a nice package. It's a good story. Yeah, that's such a cool scene there. If you can see that, cool image. But there we go. Yeah, good stuff. And then there's little a nod to various interpretations of Batman. You get a little bit of Batman Beyond, and Batman from the what was that crossover called? I can't remember. The 3000, 4000. Well, anyway, and it just has different interpretations of Batman from various eras. Just basically celebrating the mantle of Batman, whether it be Bruce Wayne or someone else, And that's all good. Now, I'm gonna say what everyone else, all the other reviews have said. I don't want to sound like I'm imitating anyone or anything, but yeah, it's a fact. It's a cool story, but then it's just got loads of pin-ups in the back which are entertaining. It's cool to see different sort of images of Batman and stuff. But yeah, so we've got lots of pin-ups at the back. I was watching the Grandland review, and he's saying, yeah, it's like lots of just covers. They just put unused covers in the back, and there's a a map to like the Batcave, you know, which, as he said, you know, we've seen countless times. So, you know, and there's a Batman Odyssey preview, which, you know, if you've got the internet and you're interested in Batman, you've probably had to look at anyway. Although it's quite good. Neil Adams' Return to Batman, cool stuff. So, you know, all this sort of extra stuff, it's padding, which, you know, doesn't really justify the price. You know, it's $5, $4.99 in America. It's like $3.50 over here in England. You know, which you know, they could have used the space for something else, or they could have just made it a bit cheaper and just had the Grant Morrison story. You know, but apart from that, it's really good. So if you're willing to pay a little bit extra for a really good story, you know, you don't really need all the other stuff. So you might feel a little bit cheated financially, but if that doesn't really concern you, there's a really good Batman story in here, and you know, yeah, I'm glad that Grant Morrison's, you know, going to keep. I think, you know, he's going to take over Batman, and I'm not sure whether Batman and Robin's going to continue. He's probably going to stop once Bruce Wayne returns, you know. But yeah, Grant Morrison's doing some really good stuff for Batman these days. So yeah, I do recommend it, but you're going to have to pay a little bit extra for some padding. Now, shall I leave it at that? How much time do I have? I haven't really checked the time. I was going to talk about Nemesis, but I think I'll do that in the next video. Anyway, see you later, guys.